Well, guys, just made it up to the cabin. A little snowy. It's warm out though now. It was teens. We got that bad cold weather. It's Friday, December 30th. Got some insulation. I found a company that was selling its big roll of insulation for $30. Can't beat it. And as much as I thought I could get away without insulating the cabin, I was wrong. So there's the cabin in all its glory. Sam got the old wood stove going for me, so let's see what it feels like in there. Gotta shovel the torch a little bit. If not, I'm gonna bite it. Go inside and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, feels good in here. Yeah, feels good. Turn some lights on. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna clean everything off the walls, pour everything to the center, and just start insulating. That's the plan. Ideally, I can get most of it done tonight and tomorrow and have it done. I'm gonna put plastic over top of it and staple it and seal it up so you have a vapor barrier on the inside. So you'll have your insulation and then a vapor barrier on the outside. And then actually my dad just picked it up. I got 15 sheets of wood paneling for free. Somebody bought a house and it was in their basement, so can't beat it. This is the rolls of insulation here. Have that. Brought up some wood for the wood stove. Dad had at his place. One thing, since this is the south side, this is the cold side. So this, if it does snow and or rain, this usually stays frozen while the other side melts. So not as bad in the summertime. In the wintertime, you get a lot more snow on this side. Well, the roof's pretty much all melted. So that's good. Brought my trusty dusty camp dog logger up with me. So I'll check in you when we get to work. Alright, got the first piece in. So, nice part about this is my studs are 21 to 22 wide, and this is 25 wide. So, the contractor I got it off of, thank you Mike Jones, look him up if you need stuff done. He had told me cut it an inch or two wider than your spacing, that way when you put it in here, it holds it in. You kind of bend the outsides in. And then you can go through and put a second layer if you need to, but this is pretty good. So my total opening is 38. I'm cutting it 40 total and just going down through and putting it on. He did say a knife works for cutting it. I got a pair of scissors here. So they work as well. Just cutting her across at 40. Put her across at 40 and you can just take her, put her in there, and just push her in. And just like that, voila. Now I just have to do that 150 more times. Well, not even a half hour in, I got the whole bottom of that wall done. It looks pretty good. Went pretty easy. Now we're going to do the top half. Move to the other wall. We only went through maybe a quarter of a roll. I might need to get one more roll. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Well, there we go. One wall done. It looks pretty good. Relocated this. So when you're sitting on the couch, we're going to put an end table here. You can charge your phone here versus over there by where the battery bank was, because you have the inverter there if you really want to plug in. One here for living room, one here for bedroom 1, one over there for bedroom 2, and then one over by the sink for the kitchen. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Still have about a quarter of this roll. I'll probably be able to do that whole back wall with this roll. Then I'll bring in the other roll. I'll do them. Still debating how I'm going to do behind the cabinets. But I might see if I can stuff some back in there. I think getting up behind the other cabinets isn't going to be a problem. I'll be able to just reach right up in there and push it up in. I think one layer is just fine. That's what I have in. I think that'll be just fine. I got to do something like above the door here, above the windows, little pieces if I have any scrap pieces. Well, 2 walls done. Cool. I used up the roll, so I got 2 walls with 1 roll. I got to finish the top of that wall, but I should have enough then to do the whole way around. We'll keep moving, or it's 5:30, so about an hour to an hour and a half to do the 2 walls. Not bad. All right, we got the wall insulated, and then Sam and Pappy came over, and I should have took a video of it, but I didn't. But they helped me hang this plastic, so I had this plastic from way back. Able to unfold it out, and it was actually like 20 foot wide, so my walls are only 7 foot, so we were able to put the top line up and then trim it, and then take it over here and do the other wall. So it's looking pretty good. It's getting there. Now I just got to go through, staple all this down, and go over here, staple this, cut the bottom of this. But they came over. That was a big help having them help me do that. So I got to cut the windows out. I cut one out. I got to cut the rest of them out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, there she is. Out of insulation. Got this all wrapped, stapled down. This wall wrapped, stapled down. Taped the seams. This whole wall wrapped, stapled down. Insulation behind the cabinets. And on this wall, I need one more spot for that. And maybe a little spot behind the spigot there. But overall, can't complain. Got a lot done. I still have some plastic here. I ran out of staples. Used an entire box of staples. But I think I'm going to plastic behind the counters there. Get them done. As you see, this place is an absolute mess right now. So that's going to be the next order of business. I washed off my arms, get all that insulation off me. I know it's warm outside. It's like 45 out there. But with that wood stove going, now with the insulation, I'm sweating. Now I'm moving around too, right? But I think it's definitely going to help. At least that's the hope. So I'll check back in with you when I get everything situated and give you another tour of the cabin now that we have pretty much everything kind of set up. The last thing we want to do, I got wood paneling today for free, so that's awesome. If you know anybody has any more, I'll take it. It's a camp, right? That kind of fits the wood paneling, but so between those 2 windows here, we're going to put a wall across the camp here and one right down the middle, and that'll be my bedroom and Tasia's bedroom, and then kind of Wyatt's bedroom and a spare room. More so, everyone's like, oh, you know, you have people over, just have them sleep on the couch or have them sleep out here. And we still will. But there's going to be a futon in that room. Somebody can sleep on that. I got a cot that can pop up, you know. But just, for me, it's more somewhere that if Tasia and I are up here, we want to put him to bed, we can go in and put him to bed. Or even like I was talking to Sam today, even something with along the lines of like when he's 5 and 6, hey bud, time for bed, go to bed. He can go back and go to bed and we can stay up. So just something there. I think the next thing is going to be putting the paneling up, but then also got to figure out what we want to do for a bathroom setup. or I have the outside shower right now, but I mean, that's great, but it would be nice to have some place almost like a bathhouse. We were gonna put one in here, but had a point, you know, water, steam, everything else. I don't necessarily want mold growing. I can put an exhaust fan stuff. We'll see. I don't know where I land on that yet, but I'm thinking about putting like a little, in the back corner here of the camp, putting a little shed or building something off the end of the, because that side's higher, right? So I could drop it down another 2 foot, continue the roof line out, have my water tank in there so that I can still collect rainwater, have my water tank in there and the shower, use the same setup we have now, but then also put a John in there. Pappy Harv and Sam did give me this one. They had it in the back home in the shed, and it works. It's nothing, right? It's definitely nothing crazy, but you know, I have no problem using the outhouse. Doesn't bother me one bit. Wyatt, as a kid, on the other hand, that's probably going to be nice for him. So that's probably what it'll be for. But all right, I'll check back in with you. All right, so while we were up here, I bought these.
Oh my.
So I always had these Edison lights outside here. They actually just turned off. Let's see if I can turn them on.
Unreal, man. I can't believe what I'm looking at.
So these Edison lights, they're solar powered. They have their own little solar panel, and they work. They put off just enough light. You come out here in the middle of the night to go pee or something like that, you can see. But for unloading the truck, I wanted something a little more bright. So I have these on the other side of the cabin by the door as well. I thought, oh, they look good there. So I put them in. And they give off plenty of light. A lot nicer to be able to see into the bed of the truck, everything like that. And for everybody that's wondering, the reason I have wood that I brought up here, we have plenty of wood here. My dad switched from a wood stove to a pellet stove. So because of that, I got all his seasoned firewood that's been in the woodshed for 5 years in the back corner, because we turned the woodshed into a pellet shed. So that's why I brought wood up. But watching some hunting YouTube videos,
I think I've spent at least,
watching them
in this area of Ohio, over a month.
Seek one, go
Here.
follow them if you don't.
And over the span of probably
finishing
5
up
or
here.
6 different road trips.
Now I get to clean. Well, here she is, all cleaned up. Putting this sucker away. Last night I installed a new under the counter light. Sucker is bright. Also, I showed you those new outside lights, but this is the cabin all cleaned up. So I'll show you from the right front porch. Still got to clean up that. I'm gonna put that away. Put that on here, but have to put some sort of backing so it doesn't splash. Get rid of the rest of this ice. Just unloaded the firewood. So, walk in. Boom. TV and everything right here. All this cleaned up. Kick your boots off. There she is. Yep. Stove did great last night. Dry firewood helps. Woo. It stayed nice and warm in here. Like I said, it wasn't got awfully cold last night, but I think what's going to help is I bring another roll up. Next time I come up, do these on either end. And I'm still going to have some left over, so I don't know. Tell me in the comments, is it worth insulating the roof then? Or not? I mean, it's got this double bubble, which is basically a vapor barrier. It's supposed to have like R3 or something like that, but it's not much. So the end goal was to put reclaimed barn roofing on these studs underneath, and that'd be my roof. So then I would have an air gap in there like that, and my idea was to put soffit vents up there. That way your air kind of acts as a chimney, boom, going out the ridge vent. What I could also do is fill it with insulation, put this rolled insulation in there, and then still have the air gap above that, but have that laying on the metal roof. That would be one way to do it. Or, like for now, to try it, get plastic, roll plastic out the length of it, staple it up, and then see how that does with that barrier. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Your idea is probably gonna be good as mine. Well, make the bed now and get ready, I think, to head home.